Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Thursday night. Welcome to our Cess Vanderhoff pregame show. We are back at the Sanford Health Athletic Complex as it is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship. The Oak Grove Grovers taking on the Kindred Vikings for a chance to move on to the 2021 State Basketball Tournament next week, and they would get a chance to win a state championship. Joel Morgan alongside me, Jacob Tenson, and what has come down to the final two teams in this region. Jacob, go back to our semifinal round earlier this week, and a tale of two different games. We'll start with the Oak Grove Grovers, an upset of sorts with their win against Enderlin 70-59, a game where they played 4 quarters of extremely good basketball. It got close at times, but they were able to weather the storm against Enderlin. I think it was a full team effort across the board for the Grovers.
Absolutely, and you look at their star, or their normal star in points per game wise, Noah Swenson didn't have the best game for him, but Connor Ashe, Mason Martinson stepped up in a big way to get their team that win against Enderlin. They looked more like the number 1 seed than Enderlin in that matchup, just playing, like you said, just very well balanced basketball throughout all 4 quarters. Just a tremendous game for them against Enderlin.
And looking at the matchup for Kindred, they got a big win against Central Cass, 53-37, a game where 7 straight points just right out of the gate, JT, came for the Kindred Vikings. The first offensive possession for Central Cass. That was a shot clock violation. I think that set the tone the whole night. But again, Kindred, their defense is one of the best in the conference. In fact, it is the best in the conference. And their offense did shine, but I think the defense is really head and shoulders above what the offense did in that game. Yeah,
and you could say that for both games, really. They've only allowed 31 and 37 in these 2 Region 1 tournament games. Just incredible defense by that number 1 defense. And, yeah, setting that tone early on the defensive side with the shot clock violation, then getting off to a 7-0 run. They did that in both games, actually, so far here in this one. So we'll see if they can do it once again tonight, because that's been their goal, it almost seems like, getting off to quick runs and good defensive starts here.
Yeah, and these two teams, again, played to a close game that came back about a month ago. In fact, a month and 2 days ago, it was Kindred against Oak Grove, 51-48, a closely contested contest. We'll hear from Coach Kyle Card about that game, but we look at the numbers. Neither team shot particularly well, and yet it was a still very close competitive matchup. I think these two teams know each other very well over the last few years. They have players who played each other the last few years, and I think we're going to have what is going to be a very closely contested Region 1 championship.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Oak Grove does come in with the number 1 offense, but they're facing the number 1 defense. And, yeah, their shot totals were lower, and I'd expect that kind of out of the gate between these two teams. But I think we come about second, third quarter, it's going to ramp up a lot on the offensive side because both these teams can explode on that offensive side.
Yeah, and we talk about Oak Grove having the most powerful offense in the region, 70.4 points per game. Kindred right there in the top 5 at number 4, 60.4. Kindred, the top defense, allowing 42.7 points per game. Oak Grove near the bottom, 64.5, but that margin when you start getting by 5 is very low. But again, what I'm saying is both of these teams, numbers-wise, are on the opposite sides of the spectrum, but they can play defense just as well as they play offense.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of Oak Grove's points in their game against Enderlin was coming off of turnovers going into transition, so they can play defense. I mean, they do allow the 10th most in Region 1, but these last couple of region-run tournament games haven't really shown their vulnerability on the defensive side because they have held their opponents to fairly low totals.
We have one team that's already punched their ticket onto the state tournament. Who is it? We'll tell you as we continue on with our Cess Vanderhoff pregame show. This is coverage of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Tournament on yourliveevent.com.
The best networks in the region. The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs, Inc. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
It's a Seth Vanderhoff pregame show. Region 1 championship. The Oak Grove Grovers against the Kindred Vikings. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with us. One team will move on to the state tournament. Four Winds Minnewacan, a win over Langdon 57-39 in the Region 4 championship, which, by the way, we did have on yourliveevent.com. If you missed that, it is archived on our YouTube page. But Four Winds Minnewacan will be the winners of Region 4. And JT, they're going to seed the tournament. Of course, we'll find that out. I think going into the weekend, we'll find out once champions are named tonight, but I would imagine Four Winds is a strong case to be the number 1 seed going into the state tournament.
And yeah, number 1 seed, or number 1 in most polls in North Dakota. So yeah, I would expect them to be the number 1 team. Just a tremendous game they had against Langdon, allowing them to only 37 points it was, I believe. And just tremendous effort defensively, and got it done on the offensive side as well.
Yeah, and that game was a battle in the first half. I mean, it was low scoring, and Four Winds really taking over in the second half. I look at our other regions, Region 2, which is on yourliveevent.com. That will be played at the Betty Ingolstead Arena. North Border against Grafton. That will get underway at about 8:30 tonight. Lytton HMB against Edgeley Cullen Montpelier at the Jamestown Civic Center for the Region 3 Boys Basketball Championship. In Region 4, as we mentioned, the champions are Four Winds Minnewacan with their win against Langdon area Edmore Munich. Looking at the Region 5 boys matchup, Flasher against Shiloh Christian. Region 6, Botno against Rugby at the Minot State Dome. Region 7, Beulah against Dickinson at Dickinson Trinity High School. Powers Lake against White Shield in the Region 8 championship. We'll try to keep you updated with those games as we move through our Region 1 boys basketball broadcast. It's our Seth Vanderhoff pregame show. We'll step aside once more. We'll come back to hear from Kyle Card, head coach of the Grovers. This is Region 1 basketball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a Young Savers Club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
It's the Region 1 Boys Championship on yourliveevent.com. Coach Kyle Card with us on our pregame. Coach, first off, congratulations on earning yourself a trip to this Region 1 game.
Yeah, thanks. Boys played pretty well the other night, so it's nice to get back to the championship game. Been a couple years, so nice to be here again.
You played Enderlin tough. You said in the pregame then that you guys learned last time that you can hang with them. You guys get the win. People are talking upset, but you guys matched up really well. It seems like it was an upset based on seed only, but you're talented and they're pretty talented.
Yeah, we just played very well. We shot the ball very well, and when we do that, we got a good chance to beat anybody. So it worked out pretty well for us. You can call it an upset, but we've been there before, so I think that helped us a little bit.
One of your players in an interview said that the plan was run and shoot, and you guys executed, but everyone from top to bottom seemed to buy in. How much have you seen that all year?
It took us a little bit to get there, I'm not going to lie. Halfway through the season, we started some different things, but we're now trying to buy into our roles, and guys are just, when it's their turn, they're ready. Last night we had a couple different guys. Monday, Scott Baining stepped up, and Tuesday someone else did. So you never know who it's going to be, so hopefully we can keep that going.
I'm going to say Martinson and Ashley both had great nights scoring-wise. How important was it for them to have that kind of night?
Especially early to kind of relax them a little bit. So we I don't want to say live and die, but we kind of do with the three. And when those two guys are making it, kind of opens things up a little bit for everyone else, and we relax. So hopefully we can get them a shot early and kind of relax everybody.
Rodriguez had some points. He contributed in that factor. But you had a matchup with Dixon, who's very talented. How do you feel he played in that matchup?
I think he did what we wanted him to do, kind of get him going and then get him a little uncomfortable. And he made some shots, and he's a good point guard. It's a good battle, those two. But I think Trayvon did what we needed. Then we can throw Ian Saunders in there on him. So bring two guys after him, and that really helps a lot too.
Everyone wants to go to state. You got to win tonight. These guys have been focused. How much did you have to reel it back in that we still have this game here before we can even start talking about that?
Yeah, that was the message on Thursday, but we're just kind of going with it right now. And again, we're the underdog, if you want to call it that. Kindred's really, really good basketball team, super well coached. So hopefully we can relax right away and just hopefully somewhere keep it close. In the end, we can make a run.
Kindred is built a lot like you guys. They run deep. They have some guys who can play some good spots for them when they need it. Your offense is a little bit more powerful than theirs. Their defense is a little bit more shut down than yours. A matchup you want in a game like this, you played them close. What do you remember from that game, and what are the keys to get a trip on to state?
We got to shoot a little bit better, that's for sure. But that game was just a slugfest, 53, 52, 30, 49, I think. And we made shots early, but their defense just wears on you, their size, their physical, and so we just got to relax. Hopefully this big floor will help us out a little bit, but we got to make shots early and often, and then we'll see what happens.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, thanks.
Kyle Card, head coach of the Oak Grove Grovers, with us on our Seth Vanderhoff pregame show. The Region 1 championship game about to get underway. Kindred against Oak Grove. Jacob, lights out shooting performance in that game for Oak Grove, but Coach Card said we still got to shoot better coming against Kindred. Free throws were a struggle late in that game for the Grovers.
Yeah, that's their only flaw they really had in that game against Enderlin was those free throws down the stretch, which allowed Enderlin to stay in it. Still ended up getting the job done, getting the win. So just something they practiced yesterday. Just getting used to this floor maybe is going to allow them to shoot better free throw percentage here tonight. Just that practice, though, shooting a lot of free throws, I'm guessing, was the main focus.
And with Kindred, I mean, you can look at the score. It doesn't always tell the tale of the game. They got out to that early start. They jumped out to that big lead. Only allowed 11 points in the first half, but there were several runs that Central Cass went on in that game, and Kindred did a fantastic job weathering the storm and moving on in that game, and that's something I think they're going to have to weather some storms tonight against Oak Grove.
Absolutely. I mean, Oak Grove has definitely shown throughout this tournament that they can score in bunches, and it's going to happen. So Kindred's just going to have to just settle down from when that does happen and just get back to doing what they do, get it done on the defensive side, and then get points off those fast break opportunities.
This is our Seth Vanderhoff pregame show. Kindred against Oak Grove for the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship here tonight at the Shack. We'll have our starting lineups coming your way here in just a little bit. And don't forget, I almost forgot to mention this one, JT, is we will have a video presentation, a short video after the game is done and they announce the all-region team. Of course, things a little bit different this year in terms of everyone coming out to receive the region award going out on the court. So we'll have that coming up in our postgame after this one as well. So keep an eye out for that as they will announce the Senior Athlete of the Year as well as the Coach of the Year for Region 1 Boys Basketball. That will do it for our Seth Vanderhoff pregame show. We'll step aside for the National Anthem. When we return, we'll meet your starting lineup and we'll get you rolling here tonight for the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship on yourliveevent.com.
If you are looking to update your home, stop in and talk with the crew at Castleton Lumber. They have everything you'll need to get the look you'll love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. Building new or adding on, Castleton Lumber can help with that too. They'll draft up the plans and help you choose the right products and features to make your house a home you and your family will enjoy for years to come. Stop in to Castleton Lumber today or call 701-347-4471.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Day Kitch Farms of Ada, Minnesota will be holding their annual bull and female sale March 27th at 1:30 p.m. To request your catalog today, go to www.daykitchfarm.com. That is DAKITCH farms.com. 53 yearling Angus and Polled Hereford bulls, along with 1 elite Hereford herd sire and 6 open fancy Angus heifer calves.
With 62 years of experience, the annual Day Kitch Farms bull and female sale March 27th, 1:30 p.m. Go online, daykitchfarms.com.
With fiber fast internet from ReadyTech, you can work, play, chat, explore at the speed of light. Fiber technology delivers massive data to your home through strands of glass. HD video streams with no buffering. Websites load instantly, and games never lag, no matter how many devices are connected. Experience the speed of light with fiber internet. Call or click ReadyTech Fiber today.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family. To provide options beyond the expected. To help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Welcome back to the Shack in Fargo. It's the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship game here on your live events. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all those who have joined us throughout our coverage of this basketball, throughout our coverage of Region 1 Boys Basketball, our postseason coverage. It's time now to meet your starting lineups, and we will start with the Oak Grove Grovers, who are the number 4 seed in this tournament. It'll be a 5'11 junior guard, number 10, Trayvon Rodriguez, a 5'11 senior, number 20, Mason Martinson, a 5'9 senior, number 22, Connor Ashe, a 5'11 junior, number 24, Cody Card, and a 6'4 senior, number 42, Noah Swenson. Rodriguez, Martinson, Ashe, Card, and Swenson for the Oak Grove Grovers. They are 14-8 on the season. They are coached by head coach Kyle Card. For the Kindred Vikings, it will be a 6' senior, number 12, Matthew Pearson, a 6'4 junior, number 22, Paul Olson, a 6'5 junior, number 23, Max McQuillan, a 6'4 junior, number 30, Jaden Peraza, and a 6'9 senior, number 34, Gavin Keller. Pearson, Olson, McQuillan, Peraza, and Keller for the Kindred Vikings, 17-4 on the season. They are coached by head coach Brad Whale. Oak Grove is led in scoring by Swenson, 15.7 a game. He also leads the team in 8 rebounds. But you look at the numbers from top to bottom, Oak Grove finds production from everyone who touches the court, points-wise, defensively, and the same is said about the Kindred Vikings. Keller, 13 points. He leads the team in scoring. He had 12 in their win against Central Cass, but you look at their 8 to 9-man rotation. Again, you have players that can score points, and that is something that's going to cause matchups up and down the lineup for both of these teams. The Grovers on the court first. Swenson ready for the tip-off. Kindred, one last word in front of their bench. I would imagine Gavin Keller, the 6'9 senior, will be the one to take the opening tip for the Kindred Vikings.
I think that's a good guess. I mean, 6'9's hard to beat when someone is jumping for the ball right there.
And that is the matchup we'll see. Swenson and Keller, 8 minutes up on our scoreboard, and we are set to go. Region 1 championship, a trip onto state on the line for these two teams. And here we go. The tip is one back. It's in the hands of Peraza, who will feed to McQuillan. McQuillan with the basketball, feeds near side. Pearson will handle it. He is guarded by Rodriguez. Rodriguez sticks with him. Feed to the right wing. McQuillan inside on the post. Peraza through the baseline. Turns it over. Rodriguez with the basketball. And the Grovers will get a look on offense. So a turnover comes the first 20 seconds into this game Ball on the near wing, a drive for Ashe. Now to Swenson. He is held up on the post. Will bounce a pass to the top of the key. Finds Ashe. Ashe looking for some help. Will come to Swenson. 13 on the shot clock. Rodriguez with the basketball. Now to Swenson. Swenson drives, spins. Nice move up to shoot. Misses. Rebound Kindred. And teams trading offensive opportunities. Neither able to answer back. Jumper from the left side. That will miss for Keller. And the rebound to Oak Grove. Right now it's a game of attrition between these two talented teams.
That's kind of what was the matchup in their previous matchup, was low percentage shooting, and we see it right here so far, 0 points, and we're over a minute into gameplay here.
Oak Grove with the basketball. Swenson for a three. Off the iron. Rebound in the hands of McQuillan. And here comes the Kindred Vikings. I think it's one of two ways this game will be. It will be a slugfest points-wise, or it will be what we've seen so far through this first nearly 90 seconds of the first quarter of the Region 1 championship. A drive for Keller comes to the hands of McQuillan. 14 on the shot clock for Kindred. McQuillan looking for a screen, gets one from Keller. Nice job, Swenson sticking with on the switch, but they'll go to Keller, who sinks it in for the first points of the game. That's a big how you doing here to get the offense going. 2-0 Kindred, and now a turnover.
So there's a momentum shift right away, a slam dunk and then a steal off of it. Kindred bringing the energy right away after a slow start.
Kindred, they have some players in their lineup who can dunk that one through the hoop. We might see a little bit of a show come here in this game. Kindred a 2-0 lead. Keller right of the post, guarded by Swenson. He'll drive on Swenson, thinks about the shot, feeds a pass to Peraza, and we'll get a foul off ball. And it will be, I believe, against Swenson. Oh, it will be against Card, his first, team's first. 4 wins Minnewacan, defeating Langdon in the region championship game as they feed to Peraza. He is fouled going up. So a good play will send the junior to the line to shoot 2. That's our only team we know that is going to state right now is 4 wins.
And one thing you notice just from observing here is Kindred is just significantly taller than everybody except for Noah Swenson on the court for Oak Grove. So it would be a big height advantage here. So I would expect Kindred to push to the middle of the court, get those inside buckets going on here.
Jaden Peraza hits the first free throw that he attempts. The second one, that's in a 4-0 lead for the Kindred Vikings. 6 to go first quarter. Region 1 championship here tonight at the Shack. A packed house as a drive for Ashe into the corner. 3 off the mark for the Grovers. Rebound tipped into the hands of Gavin Keller. Keller will go far sideline to McQuillan. Kindred will look to set their offense. Over on the right side, Olsen feeds inside to Keller. Off Swenson, back beyond the arc to Olsen. Kindred looking to get something going inside. As near the circle, McQuillan, 12 on the shot clock. Peraza inside over. Card will hit it. Jaden Peraza has hit 4 straight points. Kindred up to a 6-0 lead as we approach the 5-minute mark of our first quarter.
And that might be the matchup to watch as Cody Card, just a 5'11 player, or 5'11 guard for Oak Grove as Swenson goes up, no good.
A missed 3 from the corner. Swenson couldn't hit the putback. Oak Grove has had their opportunities here in this first 3 minutes. They have just not capitalized.
But going back to where I was saying, the Cody Card just 5'11", guarding Peraza just inside, a big body in Peraza, also sitting at 6'4". That might be a matchup to watch going forward here.
Pearson with the basketball to the top of the key. Peraza thinks about the shot. Will come to McQuillan, who hits a 3. McQuillan James the 3, and it is 9-0 Kindred's lead. 4:35 to go first quarter, and we're going to get a carry called against Rodriguez.
Actually, an over and back call. Cody Card caught it across the timeline, then put a foot back. So an easy over and back call there for the ref.
So it's going to be the Kindred basketball, and Oak Grove right now all out of sorts here to start out this game. 9-0 the lead for Kindred. Ball handled by McQuillan. McQuillan on the right wing will go to Keller to Peraza. Peraza guarded by Card will drop it back to Olsen, who is coming out of bounds. Finds Peraza, short left corner. Now a feed to Keller in the lane. Spins, drives the rim, will miss the shot. Rebound was in the hands of Swenson, but out of bounds. And frustration for Noah Swenson. He had that rebound, couldn't contain it. And will give the extra look to Kindred with 16 seconds left on the shot clock. Plenty of time for them to set something up.
And Kindred has done a tremendous job this tournament getting off to hot starts. They've started off up 9-0, up 7-0, and now 9-0 here once again in the tournament. Just incredible start by them. I mean, this one was a little bit slower than those other two, but still nonetheless up 9-0 here just halfway through the first quarter.
Ball worked into the hands of Pearson. Matt Pearson's three will miss. Keller knocks the rebound away from traffic. Olsen with the rebound to Pereza, who puts it in. Pereza has scored 6 straight points, 11-0 Kindred right now. This is looking like the Central Cass game right now. Kindred is in control. 3 from Rodriguez, in and out. Rebound grab baseline by Ashe. Ashe works it beyond the arc. 3 on the way for the Grovers, will miss from Martinson, and it's Kindred's basketball.
And Oak Grove just looks like a completely different team here from Tuesday night to now. Is Rodriguez out in fast break.
Rodriguez the steal, up to shoot, and a big block by Olsen. He hustled down court, and it pays off.
He was just waiting for him to shoot, almost LeBron-like in the finals. They're just waiting for him to go up and blocking it off the glass. Incredible. And another big block.
Swenson returns the favor at the other end of the court. Oak Grove down to this one, 11-0. Looking to get their offense rolling here in our first quarter. 3 minutes left to go. A drive to Swenson, and he is blocked by Keller. Feed up court, Pereza in the lane, and that's another layup. He has scored 8 straight, and Kindred's lead is 13-0, 2:52 to go in our first quarter. Timeout Grovers. We'll be back. It's Region 1 basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Jacob's Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. gjrangus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
The secret to Kindred's success here in the postseason has been quick starts, and they got one here right now. It's a 13-0 lead against Oak Grove and the Region 1 Boys Championship on YourLiveEvent.com. Eli Heinrich checks into the game for the Kindred Vikings. Also checking in is Whale, so Whale will check into the contest. Oak Grove with the basketball card, has it left wing, comes inside to Swenson. Swenson off Keller to shoot, and a foul called against Gavin Keller, and that will put Noah Swenson to the free throw line. And maybe this is what Oak Grove needs to get the offense going.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting to the bucket, getting a foul called. Hopefully Swenson can make at least one free throw here to see the ball go in the net, and maybe that'll get Oak Grove going here a little bit.
Swenson's free throw, that one won't come through. Free throw struggles continuing for Oak Grove here in this championship game. Coming in will be Ian Saunders. Saunders has played some big minutes in their win in the first game. That quarterfinal win for the Grovers as Swenson squares up for the next one. That one's good. Swenson goes 1 for 2, and Kindred's lead at 12, 13-1. But a 13-0 run to start the game for Kindred. Heinrich with the basketball, spins on the wing, looks for help, comes to Max McQuillan, guarded by Rodriguez. To the left side, Whale. Whale can't find a drive to Keller. Keller spins in, up to shoot. That's airballed. Grabbed by Heinrich at the baseline. Heinrich will dribble beyond the arc, now back towards the block. He is able to feed to McQuillan. 10 on the shot clock for Kindred. McQuillan with the drive, and it through the hands of McKinney, and a turnover as the ball is brought up court by Saunders, and a scramble for the ball near the Bison logo. We're going to get a held ball, and I believe it will go to the Grovers. Substitution for Oak Grove. Josiah Dietz will check into the game. Cody Card will come out.
Josiah Dietz will answer that little bit of a height mismatch that Kindred opposes there. Adding a 6'4 player along with Swenson will appease the defensive side at least a little bit.
Swenson lost the ball in the lane, recovered it up to shoot. He'll draw a foul. I believe Eli Heinrich will be the guilty party on this call. That will be Heinrich. Second foul called for Kindred. And back to the free throw line is Noah Swenson. Swenson, the 6'4 senior, averaging 15, just a notch under 16, hits the first free throw per game, 8 rebounds. Checking in for the Kindred Vikings. Checking back in for the Vikings, Paul Olsen will come back on the court. Oak Grove making a substitution. Grover's bringing in Scott Banning. Second free throw off the mark for Swenson. Kindred with the ball up court, handled by Olsen. Minute 39 and counting left in this first quarter. 13-2 advantage for Kindred. They jumped out to a 13-0 lead as Heinrich takes the shot. Rebound recovered by Whale. Back beyond the arc to Olsen to Keller. Keller off Swenson to the rim. Layup good. Great move by Keller, his fourth of the game. 15-2 the score. Another 13-point lead for Kindred. Kindred held Central Cass to just 11 points in the first half in the semifinals. They're pacing that right now. Swenson will be fouled in the lane. That one will be against Olsen. So all three fouls for Kindred have come against Noah Swenson. All three have put Swenson to the free throw line. Jaden Peraza will come back into the game for Kindred. Stepping out will be Gavin Keller. Actually, this one will not be a shooting foul. 1:10 left in the quarter. Inbound comes to Swenson. We'll go to Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the right wing, guarded by Heinrich. 27 on the shot clock. Deep three on the way. Off the iron will miss for Josiah Dietz. Rebound brought up court by Whale. Whale on the post. Bounces a pass to Peraza. Hesitation. Feeds across the lane. Layup for McKinney. McKinney gets two off the bench. Peraza with the dime. 17-2. 15-point advantage for Kindred. Jumper for Rodriguez will miss. Rebound deflected into the hands of Whale. You have the two Twin Towers in Olsen and Swenson going for the ball, and it's the shorter player, Whale, coming away with the rebound. As a missed shot in the lane will go out of bounds. It'll be Oak Grove's basketball. Whale of the bunch, not that he's short, he's 5'11", but compared to 6'4" and to 6'4", a little bit of a height disadvantage, but he got that rebound.
Yeah, just credit him for being in the right place, right time, getting that board, and another careless mistake there by Oak Grove. We've seen that couple times here in this first quarter, which is a big reason as to why they've only scored these 2 points so far.
We've seen two over and backs called against Oak Grove. Shades of the two shot clock violations inside of the first quarter for Central Cass against Kindred in the semifinals back on Tuesday night. 23.5 left to go in the quarter. Shot clock is turned off. A 15-point lead for Kindred against Oak Grove. Inbound will come to McQuillan. McQuillan guarded by Saunders. McQuillan will settle near the circle. Move towards the near scorer's table. Held up on the post. Rodriguez will steal it away. Rodriguez leads the fast break across to Dietz. Off the glass. Layup is in.
And that's what Oak Grove needed, a stop, and they even got a bucket as well. Hopefully they'll give them a little momentum here going into the next quarter.
Here comes the heave to end the quarter. Almost went in for Olsen as quarter number one is in the books. It is Kindred 17, Oak Grove 4. This is Region 1 boys basketball coverage on yourliveevent.com.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. Then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm gonna be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I'll look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
8 minutes up on the scoreboard, second quarter about to get underway. Region 1 championship, Kindred leading Oak Grove 17-4. In Region 3, we have a score update, end of the first quarter. Lytton and EKM at the Jamestown Civic Center. They are all tied up at 6 apiece. Thanks to Palm, a Region 1 legend, for getting us some score updates. This game has been all Kindred. Vikings scored 13 straight to start the game. Just one field goal for Oak Grove, and a foul call will come against Ian Saunders. And Saunders and the Grovers fans not happy with the call, but he reached in trying to create a turnover. He'll be called for the third foul for the Grovers, his first.
Now a little bit of a late call there too from the ref, so I could see the argument there. Thought he had a clean steal, was already getting ready to push in transition, but the late whistle ruined that.
Drive in the lane. Olsen's layup too high off the backboard. Rebound Rodriguez, and he is going to be fouled by Matthew Pearson. That is Pearson's first, team's fourth.
If you're Oak Grove, you almost didn't want that foul to happen right there, because it looked like they had about a 3-on-2 fast break opportunity, but it was stopped by that foul.
Rodriguez will bring the ball up court. Trayvon Rodriguez will stand near the top of the key. He has been a powerful presence along the perimeter for Oak Grove this season. Swenson to the lane. Tries to get by Peraza. Takes the shot. Will hit it. He was trying to draw the foul, but he'll take two. He has all 6 for the Grovers in this one. A strike that he has 6 of the 8 for the Grovers in this one. 4 of the 6. There we go. As Peraza to the lane. Swenson will block the shot, but he'll be called for the foul. Sometimes math can be hard a little bit on the fly, but it was 4 of the 6 points for Oak Grove belong to Noah Swenson. The other 2 belongs to Josiah Dietz. Jaden Peraza, who has 8 points in this game, will go to the line to shoot 2. His first is off the mark.
And I believe they actually called that foul on Josiah Dietz instead of Noah Swenson, because Swenson was clean up top, but Dietz got him on the body there.
Second free throw on the way for Peraza. That one is good. 18-6, the advantage for Kindred. Grovers with the basketball. Rodriguez from the left wing. Will come to Saunders to the near side. Dietz for 3. That is airballed into the hands of Jaden Peraza. And it's going to be Kindred bringing the ball up court, handled by McQuillan. McQuillan to Keller. Keller over Swenson will miss. Peraza the rebound. Tries an underhand pass to the post, but it's taken away by Scott Baining. And Baining into the hands of Swenson. Swenson's been the lead scorer all season. 4 so far in this game. Fakes the shot to Rodriguez. He drives, looks for help. We'll drop it back to Saunders, now to Baining in the hands of Swenson. 20 on the shot clock. Swenson in the lane. Good for 2. Swenson with 6 of their 8 as a 10-point lead for Kindred. 18-8. 6:15 and counting to go first half. Fast break for the Vikings. Keller misses the layup. Rebound. Dietz will go to Rodriguez. Situation right now for Oak Grove to try to make back some lost points. They fell behind early, 13-0. They've trailed by as much as 15. Rodriguez will come back to Swenson. Swenson for the 3, off the iron. Rebound into the hands of Pearson, and he will draw a foul, and I believe it will be Ian Saunders who will be called for the foul. It is Saunders' second, team's 5th.
And that 3-pointer by Swenson was a little bit of a heat check. He was feeling it a little bit, but just couldn't get that to drop. Would have been a big 3-pointer, trimmed it down to single digits, and would have really brought Oak Grove back into this one.
White Shield leads their game in their region championship 12-11. That one against Powers Lake is through the end of their first quarter. We'll get your score updates coming your way as well at the half. This is the Region 1 Championship on YourLiveEvent.com. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tensley with you on this Thursday night in a very filled shack. Of course, still some limitations to attendance, but a good crowd nonetheless. As a nice feed comes to McKinney. McQuillan will get the assist. 4 points for McKinney coming off the bench in this contest. 20-8, a 12-point lead for Kindred. Ball handled by Card. Card will scope down court as he moves up on the left wing. Comes towards the rim. Goes beyond the arc. Saunders for 3. Knocks it down. Ian Saunders chips in 3, and it's 20-11, a 3-possession game, and we'll get a timeout for Coach Whale. Timeout, Kindred Vikings. They lead Oak Grove 20-11, 5:04 left to play in the first half. This is Region 1 boys basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
There are more than 3.5 million people who work as truck drivers, according to the United States Census Bureau. From the transportation of ag commodities to help feed the world to packages that arrive at our door, and fuel to keep us on the go and warm in our homes. Patriot Fuels is proud to serve these hardworking men and women across North Dakota with clean facilities, great prices, and a friendly staff. Patriot Fuels in Alexander with easy in and out, hot showers, #1 diesel, and fresh food. Milner with hot food options including Cooper's Chicken and Wingman Pizza. Also located in Carrington, Devils Lake, Linton, and Lisbon. Patriot Fuels wishing everyone safe travels.
Back at the Shack, Region 1 championship game. A bit of a run here for Oak Grove. The Grovers were down by 15 points. They have now cut it to 9. 20-11 the score. Kindred with the basketball. Coach Whale taking that timeout. McQuillan with the ball on the left wing. Cuts to the free throw line. Stops. Will drop it back to McKinney. McKinney into the hands of Matthew Pearson. Pearson in the lane. Feeds to McKinney. Up off the glass and in. 6 off the bench coming for McKinney. 22-11. Kindred has doubled up the Grovers. Oak Grove trying to make a comeback. 3 left side. That is off the mark for Martinson. Ball in the hands of McQuillan. Here comes the Kindred Vikings.
And those were the threes that were dropping in their game against Enderlin. Oak Grove just hasn't been terribly successful. Has that 1 3-pointer as Cody Card picks up a foul there. But just the 3-pointers haven't been dropping for Oak Grove here in this one. You'd like to see them drop a little bit more. That is something they shoot a lot. But Connor Ashe, in his two first games of the Region 1 tournament, had a great first quarter as a charge now called against Kindred.
McQuillan will be called for the charge, his first personal. 5th team foul. These two teams played to a close one back on the 5th of February. 51-48 was a win for Kindred. Neither team shot particularly well, just 31% though for the Grovers as Card for 3. That is in and out. Gavin Keller the rebound for the Kindred Vikings. Keller with the ball near the top of the key will come to Pearson into the hands of Eli Heinrich. Heinrich almost had it knocked away from Martinson. Heinrich will bring it short right corner. Now top of the key to McQuillan. Over to the near side to Pearson. 13 on the shot clock for Kindred. Heinrich along the arc.
And out of the timeout, you've seen some aggressive defense being played here by the Oak Grove Grovers.
Contested 3 for Pearson will miss. Rebound into the hands of Martinson. Martinson up court to Card. Card in the lane. Kicks it beyond the arc. Ball in the hands of, or sent back, to the left side. Open for 3. Knocking it down. Martinson. Goodness. 22-14. We have an 8-point game.
And from way downtown, too, there's the 3-pointers that are going to be falling for Oak Grove.
And we're going to see a foul call at half court against Martinson. Martinson coming off a game where he had 22 points, 8 threes is his career high. And he knocks him down the other night. Max McQuillan will go to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. 7 fouls against Oak Grove. Jaden Peraza will come back into the game. One more substitution was made. I think Olsen was brought back out on the court for Kindred. Again, both of these teams run deep rotations where 1 through 8, 1 through 9 at some points have been able to contribute in situations when needed, as the first free throw is good for Max McQuillan, the 4th point of the game for McQuillan. And he'll get to shoot the bonus 23-14, a 9-point lead for the Vikings against the Grovers. Backyguard will check out of the game.
Yeah, for both teams, when you bring in those substitutions, there's not a lot of skill level drop in any of those players. Just tremendous from 1 to 8 there for both teams.
Second free throw is good for McQuillan, 24-14, advantage for Kindred. Oak Grove almost turned it over in the lane. Rodriguez with the basketball will find Cody Card. Card to Swenson, top of the key, to the near side. 3 on the way for Ashe in! They were the big boppers on Tuesday night. Ashe and Martinson, they drained back-to-back threes. 24-17, the lead for Kindred. And a turnover in the lane for the Vikings. Grovers feeling some momentum right now. Near wing, Martinson, another 3 off the iron. Rebound, Rodriguez. He gets pushed out of bounds. I can see the case for a foul on that push because he was 3 or 4 steps out of bounds, and that comes from someone else's momentum.
Yeah, it was definitely a push, but the ref's not seeing it as a foul level of a push. Just was mid-air, caught it, and was pushed out of bounds, so just unfortunate for the Grovers.
They're going to have to overcome that here as Kindred will bring the ball up court. It is handled by McQuillan. McQuillan between the circles into the hands of Olsen to Keller on the post. Keller up to shoot, off the iron. Swenson the rebound. Grovers up court. Oak Grove down by 7. 2 minutes, 15 seconds and counting left in the half. Swenson from the lane, off the glass. Rodriguez the rebound. Rodriguez will reset near the top of the key to Ashe. Ashe drives to the corner, feed behind. 3 on the way for Martinson, will miss. And rebound was in and out of the hands of Dietz and is now property of Kindred. Whale in the lane, feeds across to Keller for the layup. And nothing kills momentum unlike a play like that, as Keller gets his 6th point of the game 26-17 advantage for Kindred. Different looking Oak Grove team as Rodriguez drives the lane. He'll get the chance for 2 free throws. But I think that you pointed to that timeout, JT, and that I think has shifted the momentum for Oak Grove. They're playing a lot more confident right now.
Yeah, both on the offensive side and the defensive side. Trying to get in passing lanes, break some passes up, and even get some transition opportunities, getting fast breaks off of steals. But also on the offensive side, they're actually starting to hit those threes like they did against Enderlin on Tuesday night.
Trayvon Rodriguez hits the first free throw. That foul on the way on, by the way, on Keller, his second, team 6. Rodriguez hits both free throws, 26-19. 7 has been kind of that hovering point for Oak Grove to try to make their comeback in this half, as we're going to get a foul against Rodriguez. Officials will say he reached in. Rodriguez is first, team's 8th. And to the free throw line will be Max McQuillan. He is 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Minute 37 left to go in the first half. We'll have our halftime report coming up. We'll try to get you some scores. We've got Palm sending us in scores. We'll try to get those for you at the half, as the free throw attempt is no good for McQuillan. He will not get to shoot the bonus. Rodriguez with the basketball for the Grovers. Grovers fell behind early 13-0, and it wasn't until a free throw for Swenson that ended that scoring drought, as ball put off the glass, missed shot coming for Ashe. Ashe didn't know what to do. I think him and his teammates not on the same page. Rodriguez a steal mid-court to the basket and the layup. Rodriguez has been doing it all tournament. He gets 2, and we have a 5-point game, 21-26.
And there's that intensity of Oak Grove getting it done on the offensive side thanks to great defense there by Trayvon. And you can just see him now. He is in the face of Max McQuillan, just feeling the pressure right now.
3 air ball by McQuillan will go to Swenson. Grovers with the basketball. Left side, Ashe. Ashe moves left wing now near the top of the key. Feeds to Swenson. 43 left in the first half. Ball in the hands of Ashe. Ashe looking for help, is able to find Baining. Baining to Swenson. Oak Grove needs some separation here in a bad way. Dietz with the basketball. Peraza on the guard. Will drop it back to Rodriguez. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Rodriguez gets a screen from Swenson. He is up for 3. Knocks it down. 7 straight points for Trayvon Rodriguez. We have a 2-point game. 26-24. 13 seconds left in the half.
Trayvon Rodriguez is that spark plug that Oak Grove needs. Getting it done right now.
They are within 2. Shot from Whale. That will miss. Swenson with the ball knocked loose. Ball is in the hands of Baining, but we have no time left. That buzzer was a sigh of relief for Kindred, who have seen their 15-point lead trimmed all the way down to 2. Through one half of play here at the Shack, it is Kindred 26, Oak Grove 24. First half stats coming up next on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard. This is Region 1 boys basketball coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hi, my name is Shane Azure. I'm the superintendent of Northwood Public School. We realized that education the last 45 days of school was going to look a little bit differently.
Superintendents in our service area started calling and saying, okay, we're going to an online-based learning system and we have students that don't have internet access. What can we do to connect them?
They were here within a day or 2 to make sure that our parents and our students were connected.
This was just a small piece that we could do to try and bring some structure back to not only their teachers and schools, but some of their classmates as well.
Making a difference and impacting lives comes together when you study to become a nurse at Lake Region State College. Our nursing program is available in Mayville, Grand Forks, and Devils Lake.
You can pull a great career together right out of the air at Lake Region State College. Our Wind Energy Technology program offers 1- and 2-year courses training wind energy technicians. Be a part of this growing eco-friendly industry. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
Powerful and playful. delicate and precise, bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Hoef, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Hoef, a passion that grows.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need an expert who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
Our score at the half, it is Kindred 26, Oak Grove 24. It's been a heck of a first half here in our Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship game at the Shack. I'm Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with me. Kindred opened up the game on a 13-point scoring run. They led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. We now face a 2-point game as the Grovers finding some restored confidence in the second quarter. Kindred kind of taken out of sorts a little bit, and Oak Grove capitalizing, and Rodriguez scoring the last 7 points for Oak Grove. Is only 7 of the game, have come at a big point, but we've seen role reversals between these two teams.
Yeah, just tale of two stories, tale of two quarters. Kindred, an electric start, just getting a bunch of points in bunches, and just then you flip it over to the second quarter, it was all Oak Grove, just going ham, really. Trayvon Rodriguez, that big spark plug to end the quarter. Oak Grove is losing this game right now, but if you weren't looking at the scoreboard, the way this game is played out, you feel like Oak Grove is almost winning by like 10-plus points.
20 to 9 was the scoring ratio. Oak Grove outscoring Kindred in that corner. Again, it's Rodriguez who's been a difference maker. Some numbers for the Grovers. Rodriguez, 7 points. 6 points coming for Noah Swenson. Mason Martinson with 3. Connor Ashe with 3. Also contributing 3, Ian Saunders off the bench. Well, Josiah Dietz has 2. 3 made threes coming in the, make that 4 made threes coming in the first half of the game for Oak Grove. They are 4 for 6 from the free throw line. Something that Coach Card will have to keep in mind. Saunders and Card both with 2 fouls apiece, but fouls, they did get Kindred in the bonus in that first half. Jaden Peraza, 9 points. He actually scored 6 straight points in the second quarter. Peraza, 9 points, leads the Kindred Vikings. It is 6 points for Gavin Keller, 6 points for Ethan McKinney coming off the bench. Max McQuillan with 5. 1 made 3 in that half. That belongs to Max McQuillan. Kindred 5 for 7 from the free throw line. Gavin Keller, the big guy, sitting with 2 personal fouls through the first half of play. Our score on the Patriot Field scoreboard through one half. Kindred 26, Oak Grove 24. We'll get you some scores from throughout the other region games going on right now. This is Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Broadcasting class, we like to help the students get comfortable interviewing people, discussing issues with people, and then we also like to make them comfortable with the technical aspects of it. Nice to have Polar's funding to help us do this, but then also having that foundation of Polar, so giving us that outlet to actually broadcast it. They really want to watch that cable channel, and then the kids that see the cable channel, their friends and classmates, they comment on it. And I don't know, it makes them feel really good about themselves.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Efficiencies are critical, which is why you need a lender who will find the right loan structure for a strong financial future. You need a lender to look out for your whole farm operation. Ag Country. Experts in every field.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local planter experts. Tune up, add up. The math is simple. Every additional percentage of meter accuracy adds a bushel or two more per acre. While they should run at 98% or better, many do not. That's why no matter who made them, no matter their type, every meter should be calibrated every year. Keep your meters in top-notch shape. Call RDK at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter maintenance today.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdal, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. gjrangus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
We're at the half on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard here in the Region 1 Championship. Kindred 26, Oak Grove 24. Our Patriot Fuel's out-of-town scoreboard. We'll check in on Region 2. That will begin at 8:30. No score there. In Region 3 at the half, Edgeley-Cullum Montpelier leads Lytton HMB 24-13 in Jamestown. Final in Grand Forks, Region 4. Four Winds Minnewanka, the first team to punch their ticket on the state. They defeated Langdon 57-39. I've not found a score from Shiloh Christian and Flasher in Region 5. Region 6 at the half, Rugby 34, Bottineau 17. That is at the Minot State Dome. At the half in Region 7, it is Beulah and Dickinson Trinity all tied up at 25. Well, in Region 8, Powers Lake leads White Shield 23-20. That is our Patriot Fuels out-of-town scoreboard here at the half. Kindred 26, Oak Grove 24. Second half action comes your way next. This is Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
Right away when I first stepped onto the NDSCS campus, no matter your age, background, anything, everyone there is supportive of you. You have support from the day you start. My name is Nicole and I'm here for my future.
Right after school, I'm right into the workforce. I don't have to go looking for a job, and that's kind of what made me take the step forward into being a diesel tech at NDSCS. No looking back. My name is Eli, and I'm here for my future.
Did you know that we serve nearly 1,500 square miles across North Dakota and Minnesota? Or that we've been around for over 60 years? How about that we've got 3,000 miles of fiber optics powering one of the best networks in the region? The best part? We're a cooperative. That means we're continually reinvesting in our communities to make them better than ever. We are Red River Communications. We've been recognized as a leader for helping our communities be great places to live and work. To find out how we're helping connect our communities, visit redrivercom.com/connecting.
We're just about set for the start of the second half. Kindred leading Oak Grove 26-24. Oak Grove owning all the momentum. Rodriguez scoring 7 straight points for the Grovers. Rodriguez, Martinson, Ashe, Card, Swenson, Oak Grove starting 5 back out on the court for Kindred. Pearson, Olson, McQuillan, Peraza, and Keller. 8 minutes up on our scoreboard. Our second half is underway. Rodriguez, who's been big man on campus for Oak Grove, will feed the ball into the hands of Ashe. Ashe back to Rodriguez. Don't forget, stay tuned after our broadcast. We'll have a video presenting the All-Conference and Region Awards. 3 left. Corner is in! Martinson dials up the big 3, and Oak Grove takes the lead 26-27. My goodness.
And Oak Grove just keeps that momentum from that second quarter and brings it into the third quarter in the second half, getting that lead early in this one.
A mismatch as a 3 is off the iron for Pearson. Rebound, Card. Oak Grove is feeling it here right now. Card to Rodriguez into the hands of Ashe. This was a team that trailed 13-0 at one point. They now lead 26-21. We still have basically a whole nother half of basketball. Can't get any better than this. Swenson misses the shot. Peraza will scoop up the loose ball, and Kindred will come up court. Olson from the free throw line looks for help to Keller. Keller towards the rim, off the glass, will miss. Peraza rebound, put back good. That is 11 for Jaden Peraza. Kindred ends their long scoring drought to regain the lead 28-21, and now we're going to see a seesaw of lead changes coming your way.
Absolutely. Back and forth already here early in this in this quarter, so I think that's going to be how it's going to be the rest of the game here.
Oak Grove looking to advance on the basketball. Held up at the elbow, Ashe will drop it back to Card. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Card in the lane, hook shot off the iron, rebound, snared down by Matthew Pearson. He feeds up court to Olsen. Olsen, nice move, layup good. Olsen gets his first 2. That is 4 straight for Kindred, 30-27, and the Vikings will take a 3-point lead. Rovers move the ball up court. It's Rodriguez, contested 3, good! Rodriguez has tied this game at 30. That is our first tie of the contest. In the lane, missed shot from McQuillan, a battle for the rebound. We'll get a held ball. That will stay in the hands of Kindred.
But Trayvon Rodriguez, my goodness, having himself a nice little game here. Didn't show up in that first quarter, but now these last 2 quarters, just tremendous game from him.
Inbound taken away by Martinson. Grovers have the basketball to Swenson. Swenson up to shoot, knocks it in. 8 for Swenson, our 3rd lead change, and that will go to the Grovers, 32-30. They lead for the 2nd time tonight. Again, this team trailed by as much as 15. They were down 13-0. We saw shades of Kindred and Central Cass. Peraza for the long 2. He'll hit it. Jaden Peraza has 13. He is the game's lead scorer. He's had himself a fine night.
Yeah, as the matchup, as I said earlier in the game, Cody Card, 5'11", normally guarding him, so someone that they were probably going to go towards here going more forward. Anyways, is Peraza having himself a nice night.
NBA 3, good for Ashe. Another lead change, the lead will stay to Oak Grove, 35-32.
When it rains, it pours. 3-pointers going in for Oak Grove. It's a steal there by Rodriguez now.
Rodriguez has created all sorts of turnovers. He will come into the hands of Ashe. He drives, will miss the shot into the hands of Pearson. Ashe and Martins in the last 2 games have been snipers from beyond the arc. That time, the close shot results in a turnover. Pearson with the basketball will come to Peraza.
Yeah, it might have been too close for him.
Ball to the near side into the hands of McQuillan. McQuillan steps back to shoot. That is airballed and out of bounds. It is Oak Grove basketball. Student sections, by the way, in full force for both teams. To our left is the Grovers. To the right is the Vikings. Coach Brad Whale wants a timeout. We'll step aside. It is Oak Grove 35, Kindred 32 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. This is Region 1 Basketball on YourLiveEvent.com.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs, Inc. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
On the Patriot Fuel scoreboard, it is Oak Grove 35, Kindred 32. Welcome back to the Region 1 Championship game. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson with you here at the Shack. Kindred was up by 15. It looked like we were going to see them run away with this game. Oak Grove has come back, and we're going to see a whole different ball game here in the second half. We've seen 2 ties, 3 lead changes in this game. Rodriguez with the basketball for the Grovers. Rodriguez puts the ball back into the hands of Martinson. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez up to drive across the lane. Open shooter, 3 upcoming, will come off the iron for Ashe. Rebound brought down by Pearson. Pearson, no points in this game. The senior averages nearly 6, but he has been a force in the lane as driving is Eli Heinrich. Reverse layup, good. They needed those 2 points. Kindred will pull within 1, 35-34. Rodriguez drives, kicks it back to Card to Swenson. Swenson knocked away from the ball. Keller will get it, and it's into McQuillan. Kindred has the basketball. 3.5 to go in this third quarter on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Nice move by McQuillan. Will feed to Pearson, to Keller, off Swenson. Card comes in for the help. Keller under the basket, misses the layup. Rebound to Martinson. Martinson will feed to Ashe. Ashe steps into drive, can't find penetration, will let his teammates move in position as the ball is set in motion. Plenty of time for Oak Grove, 20 on the shot clock, contested 3, up the backboard for Martinson. Rebound, Pearson. Pearson has been right there for missed shots. He'll go to Heinrich. Heinrich drives the lane. Put back in by Keller. Keller, 6'9", used that height to his advantage, 36-35. It is Kindred. And trying to get the lead back was Rodriguez. He'll miss. That is our fourth lead change, by the way, of this game, 36-35. Kindred leads on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard.
And Coach Card of Oak Grove is irate with the no call of a basket interference. I thought Keller touched that ball above the rim before it was off the rim, so I thought it should have been a basket interference as well.
Heinrich misses the jump shot. Kyle Card will get the rebound, and Card will be fouled at half court. Foul call will come against Ethan McKinney, his first, team's first, in fact, the first foul of the half. We've gone almost this entire quarter without seeing a foul, and we're going to see some changes coming for Kindred. Olsen back in the game. Peraza, who has 13 in the contest, he'll come back out on the court. Also checking in Ian Saunders, who will inbound to Trayvon Rodriguez. Scott Baining will come into the game. Baining with the ball in his hand will come across. Saunders for three, and he hits it off the bench. Saunders has gotten a pair of threes off the bench, and back on top by 2 is Oak Grove, 38-36. Lead change number 5 of the half. Heinrich to Peraza on the corner, back to Eli Heinrich. Talk about role players. Heinrich has been a big role player for Kindred all season. Feeds in the lane, and the shot is good for Olsen. Olsen gets his fourth of the contest, fourth this quarter. We are tied for the third time at 38. 38 all the score, and inside Dietz will knock it down. Oak Grove remains on top 40-38. Just over 90 seconds left in the third quarter on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Region 1 championship for you tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Only team to punch their ticket to state is Four Winds Minnewacan, as Ian Saunders will knock the ball out of the hands of Pearson. Comes out of bounds. We'll get some changes. Ethan Kistler will check into the game. He will see his first action here at the Shack for Oak Grove. Also checking in is Brock Whale. Will check in for the Kindred Vikings. 40-38, Kindred down by 2. Feed to Peraza, drives the lane. Nice move for Peraza. Peraza with his 15th, and we are tied at 40.
Yeah, Peraza, just a big body blowing his way in there, just getting it done from that mid-range, or from the right around the basket area. Has also hit a jumper earlier, but just an all-around good game for Peraza.
Baki guard with the basketball. Will feed over to the left side. Into the hands of Baki guard. Drives, finds an open shooter. Bucket will miss for Baining. Rebound lost at the baseline for Baki guard. We'll see a foul come against Kindred. Eli Heinrich, I believe, will be the guilty party. And that will be Heinrich's second. If it is true, it is Heinrich's second. Keller will check back into the game. Also coming back in will be Max McQuillan. Stay tuned after the broadcast in our postgame show. We'll have our video presentation of the all-region team. We'll also name the Senior Athlete of the Year, as well as the Coach of the Year will be named here in Region 1. Inbound work to Baki guard. Baki guard feeds inside to Dietz. Fadeaway shot for Josiah Dietz will miss. Battle at the baseline for the loose ball. Held ball will stay in the hands of the Grovers. 36.6 left to play in our third quarter. Time has flown by the way.
Yeah,
I feel like we've just gone through this quarter like that.
He's only had a couple of fouls, only 2 fouls in total, both by Kindred. So, yeah, not very many stop whistles, only a 1 timeout. So, yeah, this quarter's just got by super fast.
Inbound to Baining. Baining will put the ball in the hand of Baki guard, who will come to Saunders. He's left unguarded, will miss the shot, a little too strong. McQuillan has the rebound. We are tied at 40. Our fourth tie of the game. Shot clock is off here in the third quarter, and a foul called against Ian Saunders. By my count, that is Saunders' third. It is Saunders' third, team's first of the half. 21.8 left to go. Far sideline, Max McQuillan to inbound for Kindred. Will come to Keller. Back to McQuillan in the lane. Hesitation up to shoot. Off the glass. Rebound. Keller put back in. And 1 for Gavin Keller.
And that's a big-time bucket there for Kindred. I've kind of been a little lackadaisical these last couple of possessions, but finally getting some points on the board there. A little bit of a momentum builder if he can make this free throw as well.
That foul will be against Dietz, his second, team second. Keller trying to complete the three-point play. Keller hits it. That is 11 in the game for Kevin Keller. 43-40, Kindred leads. Remember, Kindred scored 13 straight points to start the game. They led by 15. They led at the end of the first quarter 17-4. It was Trayvon Rodriguez who scored 7 straight points to end the first half to cut this one to a 2-point game. It's been back and forth since then. 6 lead changes, 4 ties, all coming in the second half as 2 is in for Bakkegaard.
Oh, and a steal by Bakkegaard, and he's going to be fouled. Not sure if it's going to be free throws or if it's going to be on the ground.
What a big sequence of events for Riley Bakkegaard. First, Bakkegaard gets the bucket to make it a 1-point game, then he draws the foul. Foul on Eli Heinrich, his 3rd non-shooting foul. Inbound comes to Dietz, takes the shot, but comes short of the iron as we are 3 quarters into this one. On our Patriot Fuel scoreboard, Kindred 43, Oak Grove 42. Final quarter coming your way next. This is Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
See your future come together at Lake Region State College. Train for in-demand careers, part-time, full-time, or online. At Lake Region State College, we change lives.
Final 8 minutes of the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship here at the Shack on YourLiveEvent.com. On a Patriot Fuel scoreboard, Kindred 43, Oak Grove 42. Joel Morgan, Jacob Tenson, and I don't think anyone wants this 8 minutes to hit 0 unless you got a team on the court, as a 3 will be off the mark for Pearson, and the ball will go to the Grovers.
Yeah, this has been a fun one, back and forth, and started off with a dominant performance by Kindred, and then turning around in the second quarter, a dominant performance by Oak Grove, and now it's just been back and forth.
Ian Saunders called for the travel. 6 lead changes, 4 ties. All of those came in the third quarter. That's the kind of game we've seen here in the second half, a tale of 2 games. Well, actually a tale really of 1 bad quarter for Oak Grove, and then redemption coming, turning this into a game as Keller pulls up for the shot. Keller will hit it. Gavin Keller scoring his 5th straight point. Keller with 13 in the contest. 45-42 advantage for Kindred, who once led this game by as much as 15. Dietz with the basketball. Dietz on the post, gets it stripped away in the hands of Olsen. Olsen feeds across the lane. Layup for McQuillan will miss. Battle for the rebound into the hands of McQuillan. Putback will miss. This time Swenson, the big guy, says, I'll take it, as he gets the rebound and feeds up court to Dietz. 7 minutes left. Don't forget, in the postgame, we will do our Region 1 Awards presentation. They will name the Senior Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, as it's knocked away by Pearson. Pearson, the steal, drives the lane, shot altered, then tipped towards the rim. Great move by Olsen to stick with it. 47-42. Grovers down by 5, and a steal in the lane. McQuillan the steal. McQuillan drops it back beyond the arc. 3 upcoming, that will miss. Rebound Pearson.
If that 3 would have dropped, the place would have exploded.
Here comes a 3, top of the key. How about that one for Max McQuillan? And we'll get a timeout, Grovers. That is an 8-point lead for Kindred, 50-42 on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. JT, Kindred getting back to basics. It's been all defense that's caused this run to start, this 7-point run to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 2 steals on the back-to-back possessions there. Thought maybe a 3-pointer was going to drop for Paul Olsen, but then coming back on the rebound, Max McQuillan draining that 3, bringing it back to an 8-point lead. So Kindred sitting in a pretty good shape right here with just 6:23 here to go.
This is the Region 1 Boys Basketball Championship game on YourLiveEvent.com. Winner on to state next week. They will join Four Winds Minnewacan, the only team we know right now that has gone on to the state tournament. Some scores in the Class A tournament today. It was West Fargo beating Mandan 66-54. How about this score? West Fargo High defeating Bismarck 88-83 in what was a slugfest of 3-pointers. And then Minot defeating Fargo North 83-67. Davies and Legacy just getting underway over in Bismarck. Remember the Super 8 tournament, it is one and done in that tournament. Semifinal rounds will be played Saturday, 4-day tournament this year, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6:23 left in this one, 50-42. Kindred scoring 7 straight points to begin the final quarter of play. They scored 13 straight points to start the game. Ian Saunders will bring the ball up court for Oak Grove. Will come to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Swenson, back into the hands of Saunders. Will now move to Martinson. Martinson to Swenson. 15 on the shot clock. Sends Swenson in the lane, up to shoot, blocked by Keller, kept in bounds by Peraza. Will find McQuillan. Kindred is dialed in right now. They are turning turnovers into points, and Saunders bobbled it around, but he gets the turnover. Wasn't pretty, but does the job as Card will bring it up court into Rodriguez.
And Saunders is just a pesky little player on the defensive side as he lines up a three-point shot. No good, though. But Saunders just has created a couple of opportunities for Oak Grove to get back into this one with a couple of steals here in this one.
McQuillan with the basketball will put the ball in the hands of Heinrich. Eli Heinrich, guarded by Rodriguez, finds Keller. Under 5.5 to play on the Patriot Field scoreboard. Kindred leading by 8 here for a trip onto state. Olsen with the basketball to Heinrich, inside to Keller. Almost overpass to Keller. Keller using his height to his advantage. Up to shoot. Blocked by Swenson. Taken away by the Grovers.
So returning the favor there was Swenson as Card almost gets that to go.
We have not seen a point this quarter by the Grovers, as Heinrich will be fouled by Rodriguez. That is Rodriguez's second, team's third. Fouls having double weight this quarter because you don't want to lose guys to foul situation. You're going to have to manage some time late in the game if it stays this close, and you don't want to send your opponent to the line. Both teams now sitting on 3 fouls, so they're even, at least team-wise, when it comes to that statistic. Under 5 to play. Ball handled by Olsen, and we'll get a timeout taken by Coach Whale. 50-42, Kindred leads Oak Grove on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. We'll be back. It's Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program for kids. It's a young savers club with various incentives, including newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to find out more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has 10 locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Shack in Fargo. Kindred scoring 7 points, a 7-0 run to start out the final quarter of play after blowing a 15-point lead in the first half. They lead 50-42, 4:49 to go. Their coach taking that timeout, trying to get something drawn up on offense. 29 seconds on the shot clock left for the Kindred Vikings. The Vikings are number 2 seed in this tournament. They are 17-4 on the season. The path for the Vikings was a win against Hankinson, 71-31, and a win against Central Cass, 53-37. For the Grovers, a 61-55 win over Northern Cass and a 70-59 win against Enderlin. Play set to resume. McQuillan, far sideline, inbounds to Heinrich in the corner. Feed to Keller, and Card reaches in and grabs it, and Card will be called for a foul. And that is going to be his third, and a little bit of frustration coming from the Oak Grove bench and their fans not happy with that call as there's 4:42 left to go. McQuillan with the basketball, inbounds to Heinrich. He will come to Olsen. Olsen guarded by Ashe. Trapped on the near side, Heinrich. Heinrich up to drive. Thought about the shot. Will come to Keller. Keller guarded by Swenson. Will shoot over Swenson, and nothing but net. Smooth shot by Keller. 15 for Keller in the contest. 52-42, and it is 10 straight points to start the quarter, and out of bounds far side will be Ashe. Make that 9 straight to start the quarter for the Kindred Vikings.
And Kindred looking like they were the same team they were in that first quarter, getting off to a good run here in quarter number 4 as well. And that was a careless mistake like what Oak Grove had in that first quarter as well. So not wanting to pile it on too much here is Oak Grove.
Olsen to Heinrich. Heinrich almost had it knocked away. Heinrich to the corner, finds Peraza. Peraza has it knocked out of his hands by Rodriguez, but it comes into the hands of Keller. Shot clock at 19 for Kindred. McQuillan with the ball. McQuillan will feed to the corner to Olsen, to Keller. Now to Peraza, contested 2 for Peraza, good. 16 for Jaden Peraza in the game. The junior has really come into his own this season for Kindred. 16 in the biggest game of the season for the Vikings. 54-42 the score. 3 for Rodriguez will miss. Double-figure lead for Kindred. Their first since the first half when they led by 15. Keller, short right corner, up for 2. Keller hits it. He has got the hot hand. 17 for Keller, 56-42, and Kindred a point away from matching their largest lead of the night. 3 at the other end for Saunders, airballed and kept in bounds by McQuillan. McQuillan thought to himself, we're going to let this one go out and keep it in. He kept it himself as a feed to Peraza. He was airborne looking for a big play. Will feed in the lane. Hook shot will miss for Olsen. Rebound for the Grovers, handled by Swenson. 3 minutes left to play in this one. Rodriguez towards the rim. He'll draw a foul. That will come off Eli Heinrich. Heinrich's 4th, team's 3rd.
And that foul on the ground, so no shots there for Trayvon. But something that Oak Grove needs is maybe to get more aggression to the paint and get shots from the free throw line to see that ball go in once or twice.
56-42, Kindred leads on the Patriot Fuel scoreboard. We'll be back. It's a timeout on the court. It's Region 1 coverage on yourliveevent.com.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance is found in an app. And as farming technologies advance, our coverage protects. The way we live and work has changed, but our service and commitment remains. We're evolving to meet your insurance needs with answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company.
Your Nodak Insurance rep in Lisbon is Lee Falk.
Back at the Shack, 56-42, Kindred has scored 13 points out of the gate to begin this final quarter. Grovers have yet to put the ball in the net here in this final quarter of play. Trip to State on the line. Rodriguez inbounds to Swenson. Swenson looking for help. He'll turn it over. Keller will get the steal. Keller will come to Max McQuillan. McQuillan almost lost it as he comes up from the far sideline.
And not the possession you want out of a timeout there if you're Oak Grove. But a good defensive play there by Cody Card to draw the charging call on McQuillan.
McQuillan will be called for the charge. Foul number 5 for Kindred. Rodriguez at the baseline. Trayvon Rodriguez inbounds to Cody Card. Presentation of the all-region team and the awards. We'll have a video presentation of that coming up in our post-game show as a contested deep three. Good for Martinson. Oak Grove needed that bad. It is 56-45. A timeout is taken on the court. 2:36 to play. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
If you are looking to update your home, stop in and talk with the crew at Castleton Lumber. They have everything you'll need to get the look you'll love with windows, siding, roofing, and doors. Building new or adding on, Castleton Lumber can help with that too. They'll draft up the plans and help you choose the right products and features to make your house a home you and your family will enjoy for years to come. Stop in to Castleton Lumber today or call 701-347-4471.
The fourth quarter started like the first for the Kindred Vikings. They scored 13 straight points as they lead 56-45 against Oak Grove. Region 1 championship game here at the Shack on yourliveevent.com. Heinrich at the baseline for Kindred. He'll inbound into the hands of Olsen. Olsen, long pass up court, finds McQuillan. Kindred led by 15 in the first half. A foul call coming. I believe it's going to be Saunders or Rodriguez. It will be Rodriguez, his 3rd, team's 5th. 2:29 left to play in the game.
And you're going to see the defensive pressure ramp up here from Oak Grove. Almost got a steal there, just a little too aggressive there on the reach in there by Rodriguez, but did strip it from him. Just couldn't come away without a foul.
And if you're Oak Grove, if you're Kindred right now and Oak Grove, you're mining the clock as Peraza to shoot, knocked away by Swenson, recovered by Heinrich. Every second's a second closer to straight. Heinrich fadeaway shot will miss. Saunders will pick it up. Kindred has not played in the Region 1 championship since they lost to Richland in 2019. Missed shot for the Grovers. I'll tell you about the Grovers' history in Region 1, but first, drive coming from Martinson. Martinson inside to Swenson. Swenson up to shoot, and one. He is fouled by Peraza.
He almost looked like he lost the ball going up, but regained possession and still got the shot to go somehow. A big one there for Noah Swenson.
56-47 the score. Oak Grove played in the region championship game last time in 2017. They beat Richland and then finished 4th in state that year. Free throw good for Swenson. He completes the three-point play. That's 11 for the senior. 56-48 the score. Minute 45 to go. Time not on the side of the Grovers. Heinrich up court. Heinrich looking for help, and we're going to see a foul call. Foul will be against Swenson.
That's
his second.
16 foul, so one more foul will send Kindred to the free throw line in a 1-on-1 situation.
Yeah, and this is a part of Coach Carr trying to conserve his timeouts. They have 2 left. Inbound comes to Heinrich. Heinrich into the corner. 3 for Olsen. Knocks it down!
And then I believe Swenson also fouled Keller, so it's going to be an and-one opportunity. I believe Keller should be shooting that free throw.
Keller will go to the line.
They're actually going to give him out of bounds here, so extra possession for them actually.
So the 3 will go to Olsen, his 5th point of this quarter. He has 9 in the game. 59-48 the score, and there's a check with the official scores table right now from the official. 1:34 left to play here in the Region 1 Championship, and it will be foul number 7. Okay, so Keller is going to go to the line for the 1-and-1. So that was the situation that they were discussing, JT, at the table, was the foul count. Because everything happened so quick. As Keller will get the first, he'll get the bonus. 17 for Keller, 60-48. Kindred lead. That is at 12. Their largest again in this game has been 15.
And that was just the 7th, so weren't sure if that was the 6th or the 7th, and figured it out with the scores table to figure out it was the 7th indeed.
61-48, Kindred lead. Swenson hesitation up to shoot, misses. Rebound, Heinrich will be brought down by Rodriguez, comes out of bounds. It will be on Rodriguez, and the basketball will stay in the hands of the Kindred Vikings. 1:25 to go. Connor Ashley will check back in the game for Oak Grove. The Grovers, 14-8 on the season. Kindred 17-4. These teams played to a battle just over a month ago that went in favor of the Kindred Vikings, 51-48. Inbound taken away. Olsen with the basketball to Heinrich. And it's avoid a foul right now for Kindred. Of course, as I say that, a foul called against Martinson, his second. 1:17 to go. Into the free throw line is Olsen. He will shoot the 1-and-1.
So the foul game commences here for Oak Grove. So if Kindred wants to come away with the victory here, they're going to have to sink some pretty big free throws here down the stretch.
Here comes Olsen's first shot. That is good. 62-48 the score. If he hits the next one, Kindred will tie their largest lead of the night at 15. That was back in the first quarter. They led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter. As Olsen's second free throw is good, that ties the 15-point lead, 63-48. 1:12 to go. Rodriguez in the lane, swatted away by Olsen. He says not today as Kindred has the basketball. Rodriguez having to commit his 4th foul of the game, 1:07 to go. And we'll get Olsen back to the free throw line. He will shoot the 1-and-1 again.
So a big time play on the defensive side, and then Trayvon Rodriguez having to do what he had to do, drawing the foul and sending Paul Olsen to the line.
Kistler, the senior, will come back into the game. Baki Guard, the sophomore, will come back in for the Grovers. Shot will miss from Olsen. Rebound Oak Grove, and it's no surprise it is selling out on the defense right now is Kindred. Inside of a minute now to play on the Patriot Field scoreboard. Swenson in the lane, denied by Keller in the hands of Peraza. Will come to McQuillan. Again, Kindred does not want to get fouled as they want to keep the clock moving. Heinrich straddles the far sideline. Will skip across to Keller. 45 seconds left. Will come to Olsen. Back to Heinrich. Kindred fans on their feet. 39 seconds left. They are 39 seconds away from going to state, and a foul call will come. McQuillan will go to the free throw line to shoot. I believe we are in the double bonus. That should be foul number 10. 35 seconds left in the game. And the Kindred fans getting ready to storm that court.
Noah Swenson checks out for his last time as an Oak Grove Grover. The Grover faithful here giving him a big round of applause as he much deserves. Tremendous season from him, a tremendous season from the Grovers. Able to pull off the upset against the number 1 seeded Enderlin Eagles, but it unfortunately falls short here to the Kindred Vikings.
Coming into the game is Jeffrey Porter, a senior, so he will get his moment in the sun. Kindred will swap out their starter. So the Kindred Vikings, congratulations, the Region 1 champions. They will go on to the state tournament next week. McQuillan ready for the second free throw. Our postgame show coming up after this is the free throw is good. 65-48. He will exit the contest as both teams have gone to their bench. Grovers will end their season 14-9. Kindred 18-4. Good position to get seeded for next week's tournament. A shot on the way. 3 is in. And a 3 is scored for Oak Grove. Kindred with the basketball. 19 seconds left to play. Young guys with the ball as Kindred wants to wait this one to get for 0. 9 seconds left before this one is official. Kindred weathers the storm, and they will come away with the win here tonight. Your final score, Kindred Vikings on to state 65-51. They are the 2021 region champions. They do it here tonight in the Shack. And the fans will pile it on their team right now. Kindred is on to state. They watched a 15-point lead get eliminated. They weather the storm from the Grovers, and they come away with the win 65-51. Congratulations to Kindred. Postgame show coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Day Kitch Farms of Ada, Minnesota will be holding their annual bull and female sale March 27th at 1:30 p.m. To request your catalog today, go to www.daykitchfarm.com. That is DAKITCH farms.com. 53 yearling Angus and Polled Hereford bulls, along with 1 elite Hereford herd sire and 6 open fancy Angus heifer calves.
With 62 years of experience, the annual Daykitch Farms bull and female sale, March 27th, 1:30 p.m. Go online, daykitchfarms.com.
65-51, our final score. Welcome back to the Shack. Region 1 champions, the Kindred Vikings. And they are getting ready to give out the postseason awards, so they will announce them. We'll have our video presentation coming up. Fantastic game for Coach Brad Whale and company, 65-51. Kindred on to state. They jumped out to a quick start, 13 straight points. They led 17-4 at the end of the first quarter, but credit the Grovers. They fought all the way through the end. Trayvon Rodriguez, a big part of that turnaround, as we saw a tremendous third quarter with 6 lead changes in 4 ties, but Kindred coming away with the win. They'll improve to 18-4. Oak Grove ends their season at 14-9. They have began the presentation of the all-tournament or the all-region team. We'll have that for you here on Your Live Event.
Here is your 2021 Class B Region 1 all-region team. From the Northern Cass Jaguars, Jace Crockett. From the Hankinson Pirates, Cruz Hernandez. Of the Kindred Vikings, Gavin Keller, Paul Olson, and Max McQuillan. From the Oak Grove Grovers, Noah Swenson, Mason Martinson, and Trayvon Rodriguez. Of the Enderlin Eagles, Joe Hurlbert, Carson Bartholomew, and Gus Hurlbert. From the Central Cass Squirrels, Max Covervig and Josh Dixon. From the Lisbon Broncos, Caleb Olson. From the Winemere Lidgerwood Warbirds and the 2021 Senior Athlete of the Year, Preston Bowenstengel. The The 2021 Region 1 Coach of the Year is Kim Mark of Lisbon.
And there we go. There is our presentation of the awards. Let's get down courtside. Jacob is with Coach Whale.
Up there, Coach. Easy question for you to start off. Just what's that feeling like you're going to state?
Well, I'm just so happy for these kids. They've worked so hard. We've faced a lot of adversity with injuries. I told them to stay the course, and it worked out.
And you played against a tremendous team in Oak Grove. They pulled off the upset, looking to pull off another upset here again tonight. Just what did you do to weather the storm? They came back against you guys. What did you do to weather that storm?
Well, I have nothing but respect for Coach Clark and the Grovers. He does a phenomenal job. We knew we had to get him off the three-point line, and we did a pretty good job for the most part.
And you see your team celebrating here. Just how happy are you for them?
I'm very proud of this group. They've been a very great group of kids to be around every day in practice. They're just a resilient group, and congratulations to them. I'm proud of them.
And you started off with a hot start in all of your games here in the region tournament. Just what was that the game plan going out here, getting off to hot starts?
Well, I think whenever you get off to a good start, it's important. It puts the team in a hole, and credit to Oak Grove. They made a great run at us and got right back in the ball game after a good start. We had to weather the storm a little bit. We knew that was going to happen, and we executed, especially in the fourth quarter.
And just last question for you, what are you looking forward to at state?
I'm just looking forward to enjoying the ride. It's been a great journey. That was kind of our message to the team before the postseason started. We're going to have a lot of fun in Minot.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Coach, and congratulations here tonight.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Joel. Try to find some more players here in a second.
Thank you, Jacob Tenson. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
With fiber fast internet from ReadyTech, you can work, play, chat, explore at the speed of light. Fiber technology delivers massive data to your home through strands of glass. HD video streams with no buffering. Websites load instantly, and games never lag, no matter how many devices are connected. Experience the speed of light with fiber internet. Call or click ReadyTech Fiber today.
And we'll send you down courtside, Jacob JT out there with Gavin Keller from the Kindred Vikings.
We're with Gavin Keller. We're just talking about next year for him. We're looking too far in the future. Just tremendous game from you here tonight. What did you have to do to weather that storm of the run of Oak Grove?
What?
What did you have to do to weather the storm of Oak Grove?
You know, we knew they're a good team. They're going to make a run at us. We just had to keep our defense good and strong, and make sure that we come back stronger too. So they're a good team, so we knew they were going to make a run at us.
And you started off on a hot start like you did all tournament. Yeah. Was that the goal of all those games, getting off to a hot start?
Yeah. We got to lock down defense and score some points, get us going, get the momentum, and it works out really well for us.
And just a tremendous game from you, getting it done on the glass. A bunch of blocks too. Just standing at that 6'9" stature. Just how much of an advantage is that to you?
Well, it's nice being tall, obviously, but you got to be careful of fouls and stuff. Stick your ground and know when they're going up.
And just what's that feeling like? You're going to state.
It's amazing, man. I've been waiting 4 years for this. It's amazing.
All right, thank you and congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joel.
Thank you. That was Jacob Tenson down there on the court with Gavin Keller here on our postgame show against Kindred, the Region 1 champion, 65-51, their win against Oak Grove. We'll be back with more of our postgame show here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Powerful and playful. Delicate and precise. Bold and carefree. It's the way you move, and it moves us. To deliver care for your whole family, to provide options beyond the expected, to help you leave pain in the past and find your way forward. Orthopedics and sports medicine at Sanford Health. Health lives here.
Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Wednesday, April 14th at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls from Prairie Red Angus, Jacobson Red Angus, with sale broadcast live at DVA Auction. Request a catalog today. gjrangus@feltontel.net is the email. 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale. 60 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls selling Wednesday, April 14th.
We're back at our post-game show, 65-51. Kindred defeats Oak Grove for the Region 1 championship. Let's send you back courtside.
So first of all, we're with Jaden Peraza. Congratulations for going to state. So what's that feeling like?
It feels great. First time since, I think, 2003. We got a great group of seniors with us, and we just feel proud that we can make it.
And hot starts have been a key thing for you guys here in the Region 1 tournament. Just what have you been able to do successfully to get that done?
Well, we know that we have to come out hot, and once we do, we just keep our momentum up. And obviously they made some runs too, but we just got to come back from it.
Yeah, and you got up to a 13-0 start, and then Oak Grove came right back in that second quarter. What was the message from Coach there in the locker room?
He told us to remember the fundamentals, and we just got to work like we did in practice, and it got us the result.
And you had a tremendous game, getting it done mostly on the inside, a little bit of mid-range jumpers too. Just talk about your game. How much has it developed here in this region tournament, really?
Yeah, I think I definitely went up a little bit in my shot percentage because I just shot confident, and it got us a good result as well.
And just last question for you here. Sure. You're going to state. Just what are you most excited for?
Just being there with the team, the community. It feels great.
All right, so that's Jaden Peraza. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Go back to you, Joel. I think we got enough players here. We'll finish it off. Joel, sending it out back for you.
Thank you, Jacob. Again, Jaden Peraza talking with JT here in our post-game show. A 65-51 win for the Kindred Vikings over the Oak Grove Grovers. They will join. Now half the field of play has been set tonight. Kindred will join Four Winds Minnewacan, Edgeley Cullen Montpelier, and Powers Lake onto the state tournament next week. So half the pool has been set with more games to be wrapping up. We may have some more finals coming your way in our post-game show as we continue on here. We'll name some players of the game, our energy player of the game as well, but congratulations to Oak Grove on their season. Congratulations to Kindred on advancing on to the state tournament, and congratulations to the all-region team. Again, we had that presentation coming up. Congratulations to Kim Mark, who was Coach of the Year. From Lisbon, Preston Bowensingle, who was named the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year. We'll take one last break here on our post-game show. We'll come back to name our players of the game next. This is Region 1 coverage on YourLiveEvent.com.
National studies show that students who participate in activities like music, sports, and drama not only have better grades and attendance, but they develop the character to handle adversity, the grace to accept defeat, and the self-confidence to start over. Take part. Get set for life.
I'm the first kid in my family to have graduated from college. And then at NDSCS, they told me, hey, look, you can get credits for this, you can go further. So I start to see like my horizon broaden up. I'm going to be pretty unstoppable. My name is Julie, and I'm here for my future.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my...
We are back on our post-game show on our Patriot Fuel scoreboard. Our final score, Kindred onto state 65-51 win against Oak Grove. Congratulations to the all-region team. Jacob Tenson with us on this broadcast. You've been following the Lisbon Broncos all season, for most of the season, and Coach Mark named the Coach of the Year, and I think very deserving of that award for some injury issues and just a small team for Lisbon. He gets named Coach of the Year, and I think an honor very well deserved.
Yeah, and they were a team that nobody really expected coming out, and just credit Kim Mark, just a tremendous defense that they've played, and then the offense just enough to get most of those victories. Finished their season on an 8-game win streak until they ended up losing here in the Region 1 tournament, but I think very deserving of Coach Kim Mark. It was a fun team to watch in the Lisbon Broncos. Just tremendous play from Caleb Olson, Robert Adam, and Caleb Olson and Parker Runk. Just tremendous. They played mostly just their 5 starters. Their key bench player and Jaden Bittner went out early in the season. But they still got it done, got the 6th seed in this Region 1 tournament, so I think very well deserving of Coach Kim Mark.
So congratulations to him. Preston Bowensingle named the Region 1 Senior Athlete of the Year from Wyndmere Lidgerwood. A situation, Preston Bowensingle really helped a young bunch of players. He's been a big athlete for years for that program, so a well-deserved award there too. He was a big part of Wyndmere Lidgerwood, a team that also got a chance to play here at the Shack. He's had a big career and a big season and well-deserving of that award as well. And that was I think Region 1 was very tightly contested. Noah Swenson really made the case, Jace Crockett, but any of those three well-deserving, and congratulations to Preston Bowensingle, but he was a big part of that team.
Yeah, big shout out to him. Congratulations. I agree with you. There was a bunch of very questionable people that could have been given that award, but he's very much deserving of it, so big shout out to him. Congratulations.
So we'll name our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, and usually we go with the winning side of things, but I want to go with Trayvon Rodriguez from Oak Grove. He scored 10 straight points for the Grovers, 7 to end the first half. He was a big part of why they made their comeback after being down by 15 points. He'll be the Energy Player of the Game.
Joel, I like the way you think. That's a great energy player. He did bring us all sorts of energy. He was a big reason as to why Oak Grove came back into the game late in that second half, or late in that first half.
RDK Enterprises Player of the Game. That one, again, a tough call from both of these teams. The way that they're built, their makeup is it's a team system that executes very well, and I think I'm going to have to go with Jaden Peraza in this one. He well in double figures. He had 17 points, so he did it well inside and outside. He is the player of the game. You got a chance to talk to him. A big part of the reason why they're moving on to state.
Yeah, and not normally someone known for his scoring. Got 17 points here in this one, so I think that's a good call as well. Gavin Keller also could have been in consideration, had 19 points, had a bunch of blocked shots, but Jaden Peraza had a great game, was a big factor in the win here tonight.
So those are our Energy Player of the Game and our RDK Enterprises Player of the Game here tonight. Again, a win, a big win for Kindred. They will move on to the state tournament. A few more wins coming. A few more final scores coming. We don't have the scores, but we have the result. 4 wins, Minnewacan will go on to state. Edgley Cullen Montpelier is going to state. Powers Lake going to state. Rugby and Trinity and Beulah are in overtime right now for the winner of that to go on to state next week. But thanks to all of our sponsors who've made our broadcast here possible. Again, 65-51, our final score. Kindred Vikings, Region 1 champions. Congratulations. Thanks for watching our broadcast here on YourLiveEvent.com.